Sometimes, the biggest miracles begin with a simple question and a little courage. The daughters of Zelophehad didn't just ask for land, they believed in a God who gives justice. And he answered, "Your breakthrough might be just one step of faith away." The most powerful stories in the Bible come from those who dared to believe that God sees, hears, and responds to bold faith. The story of the daughters of Zelophehad is one of those incredible moments. It reminds us that when we walk in faith and courage, God moves in our favor, not just for us, but for generations after us. Let's travel back to the book of Numbers 27:1-11. There we meet 5 extraordinary women: Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. Their father, Zelophehad, had died during Israel's journey through the wilderness. He had no sons, and under the laws of that time, this meant his family's inheritance would be lost. But these women refused to accept loss and silence. Instead, they stepped forward, not with entitlement, but with hope, not with rebellion, but with faith in God's justice. They stood before Moses, the leaders of Israel, and the entire assembly, and said, "Why should our father's name be removed from his family just because he had no son? Give us property among our father's relatives." Numbers 27:4. What courage, what faith! They didn't let fear or tradition keep them from pursuing what was right. They believed that God cared, that their voice mattered, and that something good could happen if they stepped out in faith. Moses took their request to God, and what happened next is breathtaking. The daughters of Zelophehad are right. You must certainly give them property among their father's relatives and give their father's inheritance to them. Numbers 27:7. God said yes. Not only did he grant their request, but he also changed the law in Israel so that daughters could inherit if there were no sons. What these 5 women did wasn't just for themselves. It opened the door of blessing and fairness for countless others to come. What can we learn from their story? 1. Your faith can open doors. The daughters of Zelophehad remind us that God responds to faith that takes action. When you step forward in courage, even when the odds seem against you, God makes a way. He doesn't ignore bold, trusting faith, he honors it. Maybe there's something you've been waiting for: healing, breakthrough, an answer, a new opportunity. Be encouraged. God sees your faith. Keep standing, keep believing. The door will open. 2. You are not forgotten. These daughters could have stayed silent. They could have believed their story didn't matter. But they knew God cared, and they were right. You are never forgotten by God. Your situation, your pain, your hopes, they all matter deeply to Him. Your voice matters, your story matters, and in God's hands, your faith can become the key to change. 3. God is just, and He listens. When Moses brought their case before the Lord, God didn't delay. He listened, and He acted. That same God is listening to you today. He is not distant or indifferent. He is near, and His heart is moved by faith that seeks Him. Even when life feels unfair, God is just, and He will act in His perfect timing. 4. You can be a trailblazer for others. These 5 women didn't just receive an inheritance, they became changemakers. Because of their courage, future generations of women in Israel received the same right. What if your act of faith today is setting up blessings for your children, your family, or your community tomorrow? God can use your obedience and faith to create a ripple effect of blessing. You're not just living for today, you're building a legacy. Beloved, the story of the daughters of Zelophehad is not just history, it's hope. It's a reminder that God honors those who trust Him and take steps of faith, even when it's uncomfortable. So don't let fear silence you. Don't let the past define you. Don't let discouragement stop you. Like those 5 daughters, step forward with courage. Speak up in faith, pray bold prayers, believe big, and know this: God is with you, He is for you, and He delights in blessing those who trust Him. You are not too small, too forgotten, or too late. God has an inheritance for you, a purpose for you, and a future filled with His goodness. Keep walking, keep believing, and let your life be a story of bold faith and beautiful legacy, just like Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. Stay blessed.